Hello and welcome everyone to another video here on my channel. Today we have mono red, but not the mono red you're expecting, it's the big red. Someone wanted me to play this type of deck and I went with it, so here is your video request. If you also have video requests, feel free to leave a comment or check out in the community tab. I sometimes ask you guys, so definitely check that out. It was a super cool deck and we didn't lose a single game, which is amazing. I had a lot of fun and I would say enjoy the deck tech and the games. So this is the deck we're going to play today. It is the big red deck. I'm a huge fan of artifacts. It is not mono red aggro, it's a bit of a different version. And we have many new cards for the new set. I mean, especially one I would say, which is Koth, Fire of Resistance, a 4 mana, 4 loyalty planeswalker. Now with +2 we can search a mountain from our deck and get one on our hand. So this is quite nice because this way we hit our land drops. And the -3 is damage, so we have a removal in Koth, which is as much damage as mountains we control, which is definitely really nice. Under the -7 here, we get an emblem with whenever a mountain enters the battlefield under your control, this emblem deals 4 damage to any target. And you're gonna see we had that in one game, and yeah, we crushed it. We crushed it. We play many big spell because it's big red, so we have 3 Cityscape Leveler here, which is an 8 mana, 8/8 trample. When we cast this card and when this card attacks, we can destroy a permanent opponent controls. That's non-land, and yeah, they create a Power Stone, tapped. The Unearth is also really nice, so we can discard this with no problem and then just play it from the graveyard. And yeah, this is Cityscape Leveler. Then we play 3 Skitterbeam Battalion, 9 mana, 4/4, prototype 5/2/2, trample haste, and it copies itself 2 times. So that's quite nice. For 9 mana, it would be 12 damage with trample haste, and for 5 mana, it's 6 damage with trample haste. Both really nice. And we play a 1-of Portal of Phyrexia, 9 mana artifact. When it ends the battlefield, opponent sacrifice 3 creatures. And at the beginning of our upkeep, we put a creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under our control. It's Phyrexian in addition to its other type. So this is also a really powerful card. And we managed to do this, of course, as well. One of our ramp cards here is a bit more expensive, but it's the Mightstone and Weakstone, which is a 5 mana artifact. When it enters the battlefield, we can choose either to draw 2 cards or give a creature -5/-5, and we can tap the Mightstone and have 2 colorless. We can only use that mana to spend artifact spells. Or better said, this mana can't be spent to cast non-artifact spells. So you can actually activate other things with this mana, like the Foundry, Field of Ruin, and like kind of, so that is a bit of a difference, yeah. Good card, 5 mana, -5/-5, deals with many threats. Especially Shieldred. This is the best way for us to get rid of Shieldred. And yeah, just other than that, it's a good ramp and draw cards. Other ramp card here is Thran Spider, 3 mana, 2/4 reach. When it enters the battlefield, each player gets a Power Stone tapped, and usually opponent cannot really do anything with a Power Stone. So it's definitely more of a ramp for us. Turn 3 we can play this card, and turn 4 we can already play a Mightstone, which is quite nice. And yeah, it also for 7 we can look at the top 4 cards of our library, relieve an artifact card from among them, put in our hand, and the rest on the bottom of our library. We also have some removal spell here because this is best of 1. We play Strangle 3 times. It's a 1 mana, deal 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Because many soldiers have like a 2/3 body, and we want to make sure that we get rid of them. We have Abrade here, 2 mana instant, deal 3 damage to a creature or destroy an artifact. So we could choose one of those. Really nice to deal with Bankbuster, and again, it's a 3 damage. We have board types here. Brotherhood ends, 3 mana, choose 1. Brotherhood's end deals 3 damage to each creature and planeswalker, or destroy all artifact with mana value 3 or less. And this is sometimes a bit awkward because of Koth, because of the loyalty here. But other than that, this is a 4 body, so that's quite nice. It will survive it. And yeah, we play the best card in the standard right now as well, which is Fable of the Mirror Breaker, 3 mana, 2/2, Goblin Shaman creature token with whenever this creature attacks, we create a treasure. Then on the second step, we can discard up to 2 cards and draw up to 2 cards. And then after that, it becomes Reflection of Kiki-Chiki, which just allows us to copy non-legendary creatures, and we have to sacrifice them at the end of turn. Copying a Cityscape Leveler is really brutal. It's really brutal, and that is also something we did in the games. And yeah, we have 2 Bankbusters here. The card is just overall really good. Drawing cards is an artifact. It helps us to go deeper. So this is the main deck. It's pretty simple. It's actually really strong. I opted in the mana base for 2 Field of Ruin, but you can play more. But I ended up in best of 1 always having these lands on hand, which maybe has to do with the hand smoothing or the shuffle algorithm, I don't know. Also playing 3 Mishra Foundry to block certain creatures early on. It's quite nice. And a Blast Zone if we need to get rid of certain specific cards. Definitely nice to just drop it and get rid of all the 1/1s that mono red could have. And we play 20 mountains here. As you can see, it's a 27 land deck. We play a lot of lands. We want to ramp. We want to definitely hit the land drop every turn. And yeah, this is the deck. It's pretty simple. It's super fun to play. And if you like my content as usual, please feel free to subscribe to my channel, leave a comment. You can also check me out on Twitch, Discord, Twitter. Everything is in the description below. And I would say have fun with the games. So we're going to play against Tangarth here with our big red deck. And this is our hand. 2 mana. Is playable if you find a land. We on the draw, we can keep this with removal and the Bankbuster, so that is keepable here. Could be Grixis, so our field is not too bad either. I'm gonna go with a Bankbuster here. They could have a counter here, follow up a Fable, but or an Abrade. I still think it's correct to play this here, and that's gonna be an Abrade. So there's going to be Fable into Fable, I would assume. There's no Fable yet, so we're going to drop our other Fable here. Could be a counter for sure. Could be a counter. We would have a removal spell for Shieldred here, but it would cost us 2 cards. The Harvester is okay. I think we're just going to play this and plus. If they want to attack with Harvester, they can attack with Harvester. They could technically have Harvester and this one, Strangle. But, I mean, it's still better to play the Planeswalker here. Okay, that's... Well, that card is bad against us in general. Keeping Koth there to find land is definitely nice. Fable's coming in. Yeah. Go for another land. So this is an interesting spot because we could think about playing this already. But I would actually blow up their land there. Gonna get rid of this one. And then we're gonna blow up the Xander launch. It gives them black, and I'm not too sure if they actually play anything that is a basic land. Okay, they do that. So what we can see here potentially is, I'm gonna get rid of this too. There could be an Into Despair, which is the scariest one. We need to have 1 more black source though, so that we have to keep in mind. We have 5 mana. This looks like a Despair now, so we're gonna lose our Koth sadly, and they're gonna draw some cards. Gonna keep trying to find stuff. Another Koth coming in. We are on 7 mana next turn. We did not really find something good here, but it is okay. Mirror Breaker comes in. Let's check for counters. There's a stop. Could be also removal. This is quite funny here. Keep getting the lands out of the deck here. We're gonna keep this so we can play around and make this appear. Not make this, yeah, make this appear, but they have maybe another Invoke Despair here, which would be scary. But we have a minus here that we can do as well if they would play Shieldred. Another Despair would be kind of sad. This is a bad card to draw here. So we're gonna minus here. Seems like the best action. we're gonna play this, and then we pass. Because this one is 4 damage in their turn, which is quite nice. Yeah. Oh. If Koth stays alive, that would be really nice, of course. Buster is fine. Harvester is totally fine. Here we're gonna react. Try another land. Could have done it in combat, to be honest. That's probably a slight misplay there, but it could be worse. So, doing 4 damage whenever you play a mountain, usually quite good. Usually quite good. 5 mana could still be a make. Yeah, not. I'm gonna get some lanes here and just make sure the board is gone. They had actually 2 normal lands, which surprises me. We're going ham here. If they have it, they have it. Sometimes you have to just ham it in, you know. Make disappear goes out. Still have 2 mountains in hand for a lot of damage. And they gave up. Playing against this is quite hard, especially if this one would stay 1 more game. And that's a win, so we go next. Okay, we ready? We play against Davide. A chase. Okay, hopefully not mono blue. Quite a different hand. We want to draw again. Would like to see a 3rd land. If we have a 3rd land, we can play. We also have a removal, so it's not too bad. It's okay, sure. There could be a Thalia, so we have to keep Strangle here, that we get rid of Thalia now. The Veteran. Veteran is kinda scary. Because we don't want to take too much damage, so we're gonna get rid of this. We don't want to take 5 damage next turn. We rather play a Spider, depending if what they play here. Oh, that's an interesting one. Okay, in this case, I will play a Spider. So if they have a Brutal Cathar here, we get rid of Brutal Cathar with the Brotherhood's End and get an additional one and keep a creature. So here's the Brutal Cathar as we anticipated. And now we... for this one. So we get the creature back and we get another token, which is just really nice to have. And yeah. With that we already ramped to 6 on our artifact side. We also have a Mightstone here, which is quite nice. We can use the Mightstone to draw 2 cards because this is a bit of an annoying card. But they cannot really use it right now. This is a good draw. Yeah. I am not too scared of this one right now. It's a bit too many lands here. And with that we're gonna pass. So of course they could play creatures now and draw cards, but I don't want to Brotherhood's End just now. We know they're gonna attack to make the token. And yeah, we're gonna block this. Okay, that's fine. Now, of course, Brotherhood's End is not that good anymore, which is not optimal. But with this card, we have a solution. And we can also just go really big in here and just pressure them really hard, which is what we're gonna do. We still have a reach card, so I'm quite okay with that. I think the pressure here is better. We're gonna keep Strangle to combine it with Brotherhood's End next turn. With the Cathar, okay. I mean, they have to take it out the token here. But they cannot. And yeah, that's it. Pretty simple game, and a win is a win. Eckfart. Okay, egg farts. I mean, protein farts are dangerous, as we all know. I'm gonna keep this, but I'm not too happy. We don't play that many non-mountains, and having 2 is quite annoying. I'm happy with this one. That's a good draw. Good old Bankies are always good draws. Not much to do. Looks to me like a Jeskai control list. Jeskai control is quite strong. I draw a card here. Yeah. I want to play this. And we're gonna plus it. I mean, they ramp with this, but if we can play this and it doesn't get countered and it survives the turn, it's probably the best round. 2 right now. Especially if they commit here as well, we can still play the Mightstone if we need to. 4 damage is quite raw on Planeswalker. So I'm happy with that. I'm gonna Strangle this one. No more ramping. We also gonna plus here again. Making sure we hit our lands here. We don't have a turn 2 spell, but we also do not want to attack. This deck looks really greedy with Mirrex, to be honest. Looks really greedy to me. But let's see. Their turn 5 could be a Teferi here. An Emperor. We're gonna do it now before it gets countered. We still have a Brotherhood's End, but I want to keep Koth as high as possible here. Because the minus on Koth is usually game. Right now, Brotherhood's End would be quite good too. So Koth is still doing a great job here on the board. Second main. Brotherhood's End, of course, is a bit awkward. Okay. Not happy about that. But now it just makes Brotherhood's End way better. Makes it way better. I mean, we have a lot of weak and Mightstones here. Yeah. Fables is a good card. We would also like to see one of these. Gonna draw here cards. We know Bankbuster is a pretty good card. And that's fine. Let's do it like this. Drawing 2 cards is good for us. Oof. Okay, so we kinda should play around the counter here. We're gonna blow up a land there. And then we see if they have no basics, we're gonna destroy their token as well here. They have a basic. What is their 6 mana spell? Artifacts. Make disappears one thing. Yeah. If we force a counter out with this, we take it. Yeah. Maybe we could have attacked there, but I'm still okay with this. With more cards than opponent, if they go for a board wipe here with a farewell, so be it. We keep our Brotherhood's End. This is the White Sun's Twilight, where we have to be a bit more careful. They also could run... We're gonna crew here first. Try to go in a bit. Okay, we go for another Mightstone here. Drawing 2 cards is always good. Go for a Fable. So if they have it, we're gonna keep this on our hand. Because I have the feeling a farewell is coming next turn. So we want to do it like this. They can do creatures, but they will lose the Kiki Chiki. Sanctuary Warden. Yeah, we have another Mightstone on our hand, so be worse. 6. We're gonna add a one here. My turn. Discard 2 cards. I'm gonna keep the Brother's End here for now. Gonna get rid of this. I mean, the Kiki Chiki is what it is, right?
The only Abrade is our land.
Going in here. Me going in. And we're gonna play a spider. Since you have 2, it's fine. We know that they have board wipes, but we have Brotherhood's End in case there's a White Sun. Okay. Quite interesting. But yeah. Get a draw card, sure. That's totally fine by me. Totally fine by me. I mean, I didn't expect that card, of course, but it is what it is now. Okay. Quite okay doing this. Get rid of one of the creatures. Okay. Okay, so... Okay. And they gave up. I mean, Koth is still there. We have a lot of value. I think we just outvalued the control deck here of Big Red, and that's definitely nice to see. Okay. 3 Games, 3 Wins. Das ist schon mal nice. Schon mal nice. Ich glaube, so ein Video ist immer so zwischen 30 und 50 Minuten. Mehr auch nicht. Okay. Hopefully it goes on like this. Oh, never mind, the clap was bad. We are ready and we play against Gabi Sharon. Gabi Sharon? Gabi Sharon. We play first, we keep the hand. Removal, Fable. Sign me up. That's also cool. I should change my fox, but I really like my fox. I'm gonna keep my fox here. Look how cute the fox is. All the millennials. What does the fox say? That time was a really crazy time back then. The YouTube and everything. So, yeah. Can we keep our hand? An opponent is not sure. Here. And we face... Grixis. Yeah. Grixis, Rakdos, Junt. Mardu, but I would say Mardu is the one that I expect the least. Definitely going in with a Fable here. If they decide to sacrifice this for token, then Fable already did a lot. We take this. We're gonna take it. Maybe a Trespasser here, removal spell, okay, already nice. Gonna have 2 discards. Brotherhood's End in this matchup usually not as good. Gonna discard 2 lands here. Drawing a land is highly likely, so yeah. If they have a Shield Red, we have the Mightstone, which is also really nice. So they could go Shield Red next turn, we go Mightstone. We could even... Yeah, no, we should Mightstone -5/-5. So we would Mightstone -5/-5, get 8, and then can play City Leveler next turn. So if it's Shield Red, Mightstone, Leveler, we definitely have a huge advantage. Especially keeping a Reflection up, with the potential of copying Cityscape Leveler, which is super, super powerful. Super, super powerful. Okay. They cracked it. I just always assume it's turn 4 Shield Red. Like, Shelly always comes down here. Fable. Okay, that changes things. If it's a Fable, we're gonna draw 2 cards. Oof. We're still gonna draw 2 cards. Because having access to Leveler next turn, if they actually drop a Shielder, is quite good. We also have to consider that they have Invoked Disappear in their hand. Also something to consider always. Cityscape Leveler is just so powerful. Especially if you have already access to it. We will not block here, of course. But usually Reflection of Kiki Chiki is a high priority target, so it usually dies. They're gonna check me if I will block, then I can tell you I will not block. Okay, what's going on? Shield Red disappear because of high value target. Both reasonable things to do. Pressure hard, right? The thing with this card is it's really hard to deal with. I'm gonna get rid of this one. Do they have something here? I don't think they have anything. We can attack here. We could have waited one more turn, but we have a second Cityscape Leveler, so we can play Leveler and copy it. Because I assumed that they have a disappear here. And we definitely gonna... Oh, it's actually Grixis. Latest Grixis in history. Surprise, surprise, surprise. But this looks quite good for us here. I mean, not easy to deal with this situation, I can tell you that. Especially with the reflection on board. They need to find a removal spell right now. Or they will definitely get leveled by the leveler. Okay, I see. I mean, Atraxa is annoying, but... We could have lethal here, but I'm a bit scared of the counter there. So we're gonna play the safe route. We could have gone in with Foundry actually. I think that was a misplay here. That's on me. We definitely go in with the Foundry. Maybe negate. Okay, sure. But that putting them on 2 is heavy. They probably pay 5 now to get Atraxa back. And then they need to find a way to remove our creature. Corpse of Praise is not the card you want to play here. But yeah, we could have lethal, but of course they could have also had a removal spell here, so... How to say, they need to find a card to deal with Chiki Chiki and Leveler right now, which is quite hard. I don't know which card it is. I mean, this doesn't help you. Power Stone doesn't help you here. So, I don't think there's an out for opponent. And if so, then I may be wrong, but... I don't know what they want to do here. I don't see anything. Bankbuster? Yeah, I mean, you can play Bankbuster for cheap. That is true. You can draw a card, maybe find something. But even if they remove this one is Unearth, so... That should be game. And it is game. So we defeated the latest Grixis reveal ever, and I'm glad that we won here. Next game. Das geht ja ab, ne? Das Deck geht ja ab. Oh, ich liebe es, wenn sowas passiert. Und hier eben einfach... Wenn ich mal verliere und ein scheiß Loss ist, hat mir den eh raus. Aber momentan ist es recht nice. Echt nice. Okay. You ready against check blah blah 1? Check blah blah 1. What are you playing? We go first. It's an interesting hand. It is an interesting hand. This can win really good, but it can also lose because we don't have many interaction between us. Okay, this is good. But the downside is we need to use Field of Ruin next turn. We have a good Brotherhood's End. So we play against Soldiers, which we played already. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, fine is relative, but I mean, you know what I mean. Definitely want to deal with this one here. Oh, this is always an interesting spot, right? How soon you want to play the Brother's End here? And Mishra's Foundry. Okay. Cruncher. Okay. If they're probably gonna flash in something. So we're gonna play this here. And we pass. We can block with the land if you want to. They're gonna flash in 2/1/1s here. And I assume they come with a Lord, with the Soldier Lord. And then we have a good Brotherhood's End situation, follow up by Mightstone into Leveler. Even if Phyrexia will be good once we clear the board. I would assume there's a Veteran. Okay, that's a bad card for us. So we need to deal with the Veteran here first. This is a bit annoying. which is a bit annoying. There's no really any other option than to do this. We already ramped on quite high here. We're already on 7. Yeah, Brotherhood's End here, sure, one of the best cards to play, especially if they drop any other creature here. I have the feeling they have a Brutal Cathar in hand and I don't really know what to do with it. So that looks to me like a Brutal Cathar in hand. Could also be the 3/2 flyer because they consider a lot, but that's just mind gaming, right? Dodging another Siege Veteran is huge. Could also try to find the card here. Take 5, cannot do anything about it. Cannot do anything about it. On attack? Yeah, I mean, they want to do the officer. I feel like they want to activate it. We have to go for it, and we still have an instant removal, which is quite nice. Okay, interesting spot. Maybe they have a flash to 1 flyer, get the reinforcement back, can play reinforcement, get 2 once. Can play frontliner, attack to 4 damage. Play a Foundry to 6 damage, I get rid of Foundry then. It's okay. Or just search with officer, right? So those are basically the options they have. They can also just let it go through, play the 2/1, which is also possible. Okay, they let it through. I feel like there's a flash coming in now. It's a reinforcement. We kind of felt something like this. Yeah. Mishra's Foundry? No Mishra's Foundry. What is their card in their hand? They played it at Engancho, they could have another Engancho here. But it's the only way I do 3 damage right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna block the 1/1 here. If that's the case, we're gonna remove this too. Because if they play 1 creature here, we can still Mightstone it away. Because this clears their board. Yeah, I mean, that's a Brutal Cathar we assumed they have. Not much to do about that. Do we mind it? I want to get my land back. Okay, we have a Field of Ruin here to deal with the Foundry, so that is fine by me. Recruitment Officer. Gonna get rid of this now. They can search with this mana, with the officer, but then they tap out, which is good information for me too. Yeah. Five, 6, 7, 8. Fine. Attack first. Have to attack first. They could have removal spell. I mean counter spell here. which is a bit scary, but definitely gonna play it. Getting the land here is nice. Could also go for this one, but I feel quite comfortable here. Feel quite comfortable. We're on 9, but I still feel comfortable here. Brutal Kafar is interesting. It's sadly on cast, so if we find a land here, it would be quite huge. Especially now. Pretty good too. We do have it though, so we got the land back before, so this is a blowout. They lose the entire board and we get an 8/8 back on board with a cheeky active next turn, so yep. Another win, another game. Good game. We play against Vaka. Vaka. It's our hand, we're gonna keep it. 2 removals. Koth would be nice at one point. It's a bit of a high spell here, but then again, it's still decent. Yeah. Get rid of this. Could be Espo Legends. Could be Espo Legends. I have a feeling it is Espo Legends with this draw first. It looks like it. The dog. Go with the spider here, which is a 2/4, blocks this card really well. And we rampant. They usually cannot utilize this, so that's quite fine. If they attack you, we easily block. There's no +1 usually in this deck. That's a card we want to get rid of. Sadly, we cannot exile it with this card, so they get access to the card. They are discarding here, which is fine. We have a block here, we have a removal here. This card doesn't even hit Raffine, so I would love to see... Ooh, that's an annoying one. But I get this one back on hand, so... Since we had a land drop, I'm gonna do it like this. Because if they play Raffine and attack, this one gives too much value, and we want to make sure they don't get that value. This one we have to play next turn. Definitely want to secure the land drop here. Koth right now, -3 is only 2 damage, which is a bit annoying. Fine. They're not doing a lot over there. We're gonna keep the Weakstone on hand. Some run counters, but it's raw. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna play Koth here. Making sure we hit the lands. So the only card that can deal with our portal is if they have airtie on hand. And we have to think about airtie, of course. 4 mana, open. If they play a more dangerous card with the Mightstone next turn, we can even get rid of Raffine. Yeah, Koth is hard to deal with for their deck. They have to play literally airtie. Get rid of it, which is okay with the second Koth too. To play Koth, get a land, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 plus the Mightstone would be 5, 8. So this is airtie. Koth is a bit too much, right? Curing it, it's fine. We still do not need to play the Mightstone here. Getting some life, sure. Good. I did block, right? Oh, my game just freezed. Okay, ich glaube, das musst du cutten, ne? Okay, I have to restart. Restart. Geht ab. Okay. Das passiert eigentlich nicht, aber jetzt ist es passiert. Yeah. Here we are back. That was a bit annoying. And we choose to block. Yeah, our turn. So their hand, I'm not too scared of their hand right now. Like, nothing there really scares me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna draw 2 cards. It's a bit awkward tapped. I play Bankbuster here too. So now we have access to Portal next turn, and Portal is really strong in this matchup because they have a lot of nice creatures. And now they're tapped out, so Portal should take over. This one is a bit annoying, of course. We can also deal with this one later. Once this one is in play, I feel quite good. So, let's see what they do. Danik is the card you kind of want to keep in the game, because otherwise they get cards with Portal. They keep Owl. They keep Owl. I would give them maybe a shield right here. They don't want us to get Owl, right? Makes sense, but at this point, this game, Portal is too powerful here. They have to play the creatures from the graveyard, but we can even play this one. Interesting. You have to play the creatures from graveyard, opponent. We take the 5. That draw is fine. What do we want? Let's get rid of O. Let's get rid of this one. I mean, they can do that, sure. The hexproof, they don't draw the card. Okay. Hexproof and indestructible. I think we're in a quite good position here. Definitely in a good position. Don't have to attack. Now we just block with the spider next turn. Oh. Okay, Rafine. It's quite annoying though. But Koth is something we want to keep. Okay, yeah, we're gonna block. You're gonna block. They can also discard cards here that we can get back with the Portal, which is quite nice. They don't have a way to have another land. I was just saying. Doesn't seem like they have a way. Okay, so there's so many things we can do. I'm gonna discard these 2 here with Toulouse. There's too many things to do. So I can play Leveler. They have many air cards. Quite annoying. I want to get rid of this. I want to get rid of I want to get rid of Rafine. But the plus is also quite nice. I mean, if we Brotherhood's end, double Brotherhood's end, this one will die. I'm not too fond of this. I definitely want to go with this one. Get Owl. We get this one first, and then we get... Oh. So they don't get the treasure there. The most annoying one. So I don't mind losing Koth here. I mean, our board is insane. Absolutely insane. They have to get rid of Leveler as well. Yeah, I mean, they cannot... Yeah. Gonna draw a card here. They're gonna get some life, but that's still okay. Here. We're gonna get their AO now. It's decent. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. I'm not happy about that. Okay, the cards are not dangerous. Totally forgot about this one. The cards look not dangerous though. That is good. That's interesting. I mean, the artifact I can do, but... Yep. Sure, I mean, the ramp. Losing Koth here is a bit annoying, but... I mean, we get some cards back. Oh. Yeah. Yep. I was just thinking which is the best line, but I mean, they were like, nope. And another victory. Good games. Okay, this went way better than I expected. We have a 100% win rate with this deck. I wouldn't change a single card, to be honest, in best of one. I was thinking about all the removals, like on the 1 slot with 2 damage, maybe Exile. The other cards you could play, but I'm really happy about the 3 damage. Big Score could also be played, but I still feel like this is the deck I want to play. Did you play something similar? If you did, let me know. Which card did you include in the deck? And also, if you want to see other decks or you want to recommend me decks, feel free. Do that in the comment or in the MTG community tab. You can also PM me. This was a recommendation, so I went through with it and I played it and it was super fun. And if you like the content, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Check out my Twitch, Discord, Twitter, and so on. And I wish you all a wonderful day and evening wherever you are.